Tesla stock more popular than ever with individuals. Tesla's stock has been popular this year, and retail investors have been no exception to this fact. With tens of billions spent on Tesla shares already purchased this year, the company outpaces any other security by far, and they're already on track to beat records from last year. Investors have spent a net $13.6 billion on Tesla shares in 2023, according to Vanda Research and as detailed in a recent report from The Wall Street Journal. Vanda also notes that the figure is rapidly approaching the stock's $17 billion in net share purchases throughout all of last year, a record sum for the company. Additionally, investor interest in Tesla's shares has far outweighed those of other securities, and by a wide margin, as pointed out by Giacomo Pierantoni, head of data at Vanda. The aggregate retail inflows into Tesla have never been higher, Pierantoni said. In the final week of February, the 5-day moving average of Tesla's net one-day purchases from individuals reached around $460 million, says Vanda. The next most popular security, the SPDR/SP 500 etc., hadn't even reached $150 million. Pierantoni also added that individual investor purchases of Tesla shares have likely comprised a roughly 55% jump in the clean energy company's jump in stock prices so far in 2023. Retail investors and fans of the company have taken every opportunity to support it financially, no matter the stock's performance. Source: reposted and summarized from Evanex at Inside EVS. My take: now is the time. Tesla stock is still way undervalued. Tesla reached 50% growth in European registrations last month. Tesla's decision to significantly cut prices on its electric vehicles at the start of the year is paying off big time. Sales are booming due to the lower prices, helping Tesla increase its market share globally. This trend is particularly noticeable in Europe, where Tesla slashed prices of its best-selling models, the Model Y and Model 3, in January. New data from European Automobile Manufacturers Association (ACEA) picked up by Barron's shows Tesla's sales in Europe grew faster than any other automaker in February. Registrations of Tesla EVs in the European Union rose to 19,249 units last month compared to 12,860 in February 2022. That's just shy of 50% growth, which is Tesla's constant growth target. Tesla's nearly 50% growth also vastly surpassed that of rivals, with Volkswagen's registrations growing by 18% across all powertrain types. Tesla registrations accounted for 2.4% of the total car market in the EU in February 2023, up from 1.8% a year earlier. In the EV segment, Tesla dominated last month with a market share of about 20%, up about 2 percentage points year over year. Total passenger car registrations in the EU increased by about 12% year on year to approximately 803,000 units, while battery electric vehicle BEV registrations increased by 40% to about 97,000 units. BEV registrations made up about 12% of total passenger car registrations in the European Union last month. BEVs hold a smaller slice of the overall passenger car market in the EU compared to China, where BEVs sales accounted for approximately 20% of all new vehicle sales in recent months. However, the market share of BEVs in the EU is double than in the US, where it was at almost 6% in 2022. Tesla's market share in BEVs sales also increased in China in the first 2 months of 2023 following the price cuts, according to data from the China Passenger Car Association. While monthly data from each market may fluctuate due to many factors, the various data combined show that Tesla's price cuts are having a positive impact on its market share. Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas believes Tesla is the industry's cost leader and will continue to be the pricing leader, noting in a March 20 report that EV price cuts are not a fad, they're a trend. Source: reposted and summarized from Dan Mihailescu at Inside EVS. My take: Tesla is well on the way to 10 million vehicles per year. Tesla celebrates the anniversary of the opening of Giga Berlin. Tesla celebrates the anniversary of the opening of Giga Berlin. Brandenburg Minister of Economy Georg Steinbach considers the opening of the factory in Germany a success for Brandenburg. On March 22, 2022, Tesla Giga Berlin was officially opened. The first 30 vehicles made in Germany were delivered at the ceremony. This was the beginning of the company's history in Europe, where in 1 year it achieved a significant expansion of its influence. Increasingly successful, Tesla also has a direct positive impact on the development of Brandenburg, the state in which it is located. In an interview on RBB24 Info Radio, Brandenburg Minister of Economy Joe R.G. Steinbach noted that thanks to Tesla, more than 10,000 jobs have been created in the municipality of Grunheide. Brandenburg is really lucky here, he said. In addition, the manufacturer has attracted many other companies to the region that are boosting the state's economy. Despite the presence of critical voices, the fact is that Tesla brings great success for Brandenburg, said the minister. We kept asking again and again. And we actually know that the skeptical range is on the order of 5–10%, and 85–90% still welcome Tesla. But the face of Brandenburg has definitely changed, and now we have become an attractive place that can offer young people excellent jobs at the local level. You no longer have to leave Brandenburg for the so-called Golden West, and this was an important step in the right direction, he said. Tesla filed its first application for the next expansion of its Brandenburg factory this month. The goal is a significant increase in production. While the first application is for changes to existing buildings, Phase 2 of the factory is known to double its planned annual production capacity to 1 million vehicles. Tesla is the largest private employer in Brandenburg. In Phase 1, the manufacturer plans to produce 500,000 electric vehicles per year. For this, 12,000 employees are planned, 10,000 of whom have already been hired, which is an important contribution to the state's economy. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: Giga Berlin is just getting into its groove and really producing some cars right now. Tesla's price war could reshape the Chinese auto industry and some players may not survive. It remains to be seen if Tesla was aware that its aggressive pricing strategy would create havoc in the Chinese auto market. But it has, and analysts have noted that some of China's weaker players may not survive the aftermath. China is the world's largest electric vehicle market. Thus, Tesla is fully aware of the country's importance for its global operations. It was then no surprise that the electric vehicle maker implemented pricing adjustments for its domestically made vehicles in October. This was followed up by more price cuts in January, which brought the costs of the Giga Shanghai-made Model 3 and Model Y up to 14% cheaper than last year and substantially cheaper than their counterparts from the US and Europe. Rival automakers have lowered their prices in response to Tesla's recent price cuts. Companies, like Volkswagen AG and Mercedes-Benz Group AG, are offering discounts of up to 70,000 yuan $10,000 in China. Ford has also lowered the Mach-E's starting price to about 209,900 yuan. This left competitors like XPeng and NIO with little choice but to follow suit. As noted in a Bloomberg News reports, at least 30 automakers have cut prices in China. Jochen Siebert, managing director of JSC Automotive, for his part, noted that Tesla's pricing strategy affected the Chinese auto segment. Tesla created havoc for the rest of the market, Siebert said. The havoc caused by Tesla has not gone unnoticed. On Wednesday, the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers urged an end to the price war. The CAAM noted that the price war was not a long-term solution to the country's current slowdown in sales and inventory accumulation. The association also stressed the need for the industry to return to normal operation to ensure healthy development. Other automakers are preparing for more challenging months ahead. During an interview with Bloomberg Television on Wednesday, NIO Chief Financial Officer Stephen Feng noted that China's auto industry is going through a very profound shuffle. We need to go through this price war at the beginning of the year, and then we expect the industry to go through some profound fundamental consolidation. It's almost consensus that China now has too many automakers, the executive said. China's auto sector is extremely competitive, with 155 new battery electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles set to be unveiled this year alone. In response to this, financially stronger players such as Tesla could easily maintain, if not escalate, their aggressive pricing strategies to protect and grow their market share. Other automakers, however, may not be as fortunate. Siebert noted that Tesla has several $1 billion that they can use for this purpose while others don't. Morgan Stanley analysts have noted that apart from Tesla, BYD should also be capable of carrying out another round of price cuts. The analysts stated that Tesla's price war came on faster and more severely than expected, and they also noted that it will expedite a market reshuffle. Tu Le, managing director of consultancy Sino Auto Insights, highlighted this in a statement. It's going to stay brutal through mid-2024. It's really existential for some of the weaker players, the executive said. Source: reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Teslarati. My take: I wonder who will be left in 5 years. Tesla, BYD, and